Hi everyone, a big warm welcome to my channel Taslima Art and welcome to the Colour Art Summer Solstice educational event. My premieres are last in a talented lineup of wonderful artists over 2 days, showcasing our art using colour art products by Leslie Ornstad. I do hope you enjoy my contribution as a new affiliate, and remember you can win a $400 spending spree on the Colour Art website if you subscribe to all the participating artists and watch their premieres and leave a comment in each of their videos, and look out for the secret word or two in each video which you can piece together to create a secret phrase which you submit on the Colour Art website to be in with a chance to win. There are also 18 smaller channel prizes. If you leave a comment on each video after you've watched it, you'll be in with a chance to win $50 worth of Colour Art products. So today I will be creating this show-stopping artwork for you. It's a trio of 3 beautiful sunflowers on a swiped lilac and blue cotton candy sunset background, created using hot glue for the outlines, poured paint for the leaves and the petals, which are otherwise known as ray florets, and crushed glass for the centre, known as a disc floret. I use almost all Colour Art products for this piece, including primary Elements Arte Pigments, BlingIt Diamond and Sparkle Micas, Prism Pour, and I also use the Vivid Enamel and PolyPour mediums for the swipe pour background. There's just so much shimmer, glisten and beauty in this piece. I tried really hard to capture it on camera as best as I could. I believe the artwork itself showcases the sheer versatility and possibilities for the product lines really very well. Let me know what you think in the comment box below. For 20% off you can use my discount code. Step 1 was to draw the design onto the canvas, hot glue outlines over the pencil lines, and then mix my paints and pigments with my pouring mediums. For this I used the 80 by 30 cm deep edge gallery wrapped canvas. I used a mini hot glue gun to trace over the lines that I've drawn of 3 sunflowers on my canvas, and you can see me doing that here. I learned this technique from Tanya Munt from Crafts and Sass, so check her out on Facebook and Instagram. I'll put the links down in my description box, but this technique is similar to doing a stained glass outline with kern relief or other product, and the glue lines provide a lovely barrier between which you can pour fluid paint. It does take a fair bit of practice to become proficient in this technique, so I suggest you try it on a sheet of glass or on a silicone mat, which makes it easier to remove should you make any mistakes, and I have a few other videos on my channel showing you tips and tricks in this technique. I will be using quite a lot of the amazing Colour Art products in my artwork. Due to time constraints, I will be releasing a separate paint mixing video of this artwork on my channel Taslima Art. What you will see here though is the shortened version of that video. Okay, so what we have here is my work surface, and I have all my primary element colours here. I'm going to pick out specific jars of colours that I want to use. I have also a scale to measure, though I don't need it, I can do it by eye, but just for your sake. And I have a couple of pots here to mix up, some spoons, water, and my 2 pouring mediums here. So 3 pouring mediums actually. I've got the Vivid Enamel, I'll show you, Vivid Enamel. I have the Vivid PolyPour, and then finally I have my craft glue and water mix with some Liquitex pouring medium in there as well. The reason I have all 3 is because I'm probably going to swipe the background of my painting, and for the foreground where the sunflowers are, I'm going to be pouring straight, into the segments of the sunflowers using my craft glue pouring medium. So here I've mixed up some Colour Art BlingIt pigment. This is Isadora. Here's the colour up close in the jar. And here it is mixed up, and I put a fair bit of pouring medium in this. I'm going to show you how I mix this in a second. And I made this incredibly fluid. The reason is I want to be able to pour this into the segments. I'm not going to be swiping it, and that's the reason I use the craft glue pouring medium for this. It's simply going in straight. Okay, so we've got that one ready. We'll pop that up there. Okay, so up next I'm going to show you how I mix my swipe colours. I'm going to do a swipe on the background most likely. And this is Key Lime from Colour Art. This is a primary elements colour, and that's what it looks like on the outside. Okay. And then we're just going to open it up gently. And this is what it looks like on the inside. You can see the colour of the granules.
and I'm going to pop some of that into here. But before we do that, we're going to mix up a swipe pouring medium, and that's the Vivid PolyPour. So we're going to pop some of this in here, and I'm going to eyeball it really. So normally it's 1 ounce, which is probably about that much, of the PolyPour, mixed in with 1/8 or 1/4 teaspoon of the primary elements. But because I'm mixing a bit extra up, I'm going to double that amount, probably put a heaped half teaspoon in, because I'm going to need a fair bit for the background, maybe even more. Okay, I'm just going to gently roll that in. Probably need a bit more of that. How vibrant is this colour? That's lovely. A bit more pouring medium, I think. So you're usually going for consistency, so exact ratios are never a good way to measure, to be honest. And then just going to pour that in. Let's do this very quickly. That's so beautiful. I love this colour. Look at that key line. It's stunning. Look at that beautiful colour. So you can see you don't need to add anything extra to this when you're doing the bloom recipe. You just add the Vivid PolyPour, mix it right up, perfectly mixed, and you just keep adding more and more of it. And I can thin it down because it's relatively thick, thicker than I want it, with water or varnish or any other shop bought pouring medium like Liquitex or other. I used to use the De La Rowney one. I've run out. So yeah, so we're just gonna roll that in, and I will let these paints sit to get rid of any air bubbles that might be trapped in there overnight, and start my pouring tomorrow. So that's it. That's how I mix my bloom paints. Really, really easy with the Colour Arte products. Look how beautiful that is. Very smooth and silky. Perfect. I do want it slightly thinner, what I want it for, but some people love it really thick. It is perfect, and that key lime is delicious. I'm going to mix up the rest of the colours. I put a picture of what colours I mixed, and it'll be down in the description box below if you want to also check out the colours and do something similar. So thank you for watching, and I'm going to do the rest in the same way. Bye for now. This is Sea Dancer. Here are all my colours, so very quickly.
Here we have Splendour in the Grass with Echeveria.
And then we have Splendour in the Grass from Colour Arte, and then a Key Lime from Colour Arte. And we have a combination half of Gold Sparkle and Green Diamond in here. And then we have Colour Arte's Sea Dancer, and then Submarine from TLP mixed in with Colour Arte's Isadora. And we have the Prism Pour Baltic Amber mixed in with Persimmon, which makes this gorgeously rich colour here. And then over here we have Colour Arte's Twisted Lemon, and then here this beautiful colour for the centre of my flowers is Fennel Flower. Okay, and yeah, so those are all my colours, and I'm really looking forward to using them in my painting, which, if I can find it, is over here.
In step 2, I poured the fluid paint into the petal and leaf sections, added the crushed glass, and painted the glue outline and stems with acrylic pens.
Okay, so what we have here is a couple of things. We have all of our colours across the top. I'm going to take the lids off in a second, and we have our deep etched canvas here. And you can see that it's too big to fit in the camera, but you can see I have 3 sunflowers on this, and I'm going to be pouring on this huge canvas. So let's start with the colours. So we've got a couple of colours here that I'm going to be using. Baltic Amber with Persimmon for the centre. And for the centre of these sunflowers, I am hoping to add this liquid colour in. It's a beautiful colour, as you can see. And then once I've done that, I'm going to sprinkle the centre with some glass. Okay, so crushed glass. I'm going to be probably using this colour here, or some of these kind of red colours, and a bit of this orange here as well to give it that depth. Okay, so I'm going to be doing that first, and then I'm going to be painting dual colours into my petals. And the 2 colours I'll be putting into my petals is Fennel Flowers, which is this one here, and Isadora, both Colour Arte. This has got a little bit of TLP Submarine in it as well. And there's this one, beautiful colour. And there's obviously 2 yellows there, so let's do that. And the greens, then we'll put these 2 in, and then for the background we're going to put these 4 colours in. So let's do this. Let's do the centre and then see how that works. So I'm going to probably just scoop it in with a spoon, really just scoop in this colour and pour it in, and then get a, pop that down a minute, get a slotting tool and just help it ease it in. I think it could have been a bit more fluid than it is. It's a little bit thick. I can water it down. I'm going to just push it into the edges. If it was more fluid, it would simply just run in and I wouldn't need to push it in really. But yeah, I'm just guiding it right to the edge. And when I've done that, while the paint is still wet, I'm going to sprinkle my crushed glass in as well. So I'm just going to show you this and speed it up a little bit probably. There we go. So I'm just going to scoop this into the middle. It's a lovely bright colour, you can see that. I'm going to pop that.
So I'll let you sit back and watch and play a bit of music for you, and I will interject here and there just to give you some information about what's going on the screen.
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries, we'll make our own way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd, just you and me together. We'll all seem better outside, just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours forever. Are we part of this circus? Is it innate? Feels like a heavy burden, but I can't relate. Do our actions even matter? Or is this a fate? At least now I'm feeling better, I know I'm here to stay. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd, just you and me together. We'll all seem better outside, just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours forever. The sun's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd. Feeling alive, I love being by your side, it makes me shine. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like everything's alright. Let's dance our problems away.
phase 3 I add the swipe pour background and add some shadows and finish the artwork.
Okay, so let's go. So here I've got the pearl, which is Daler Rowney Pearl White. I'm going to put some of that down. Thank you, wow, they're so beautiful. Look what my daughter got me. Beautiful flowers. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for picking them. Look at that selling up, isn't it beautiful? And the colours. Anyway, I'm going to do the rest of the top like this.
So the secret word is coming up soon, so keep an eye out. So the secret word is life. That's life. When you've collected all of the words from each of the channels, you can put it together and create a phrase, and if you submit that phrase on the Colour Art website, you'll be in for a chance to win a $400 shopping spree on the Colour Art website. The best of luck to you guys, and I hope you win. And take a look at this beautiful shimmery lacing that's appeared on my canvas with the background. It's really stunning. It's got a beautiful sunset vibe with a cotton candy feel to it, with the lilac and the blues and the white, and it really does glisten and shimmer. I'll try and catch some of that for you in the light. I'm super pleased with this one so far and can't wait till it's finished. And I also do add some shadows on the base of the painting. I did add some darker colours as a background to try and give it that depth and that grounding. So folks, this is a finished piece. I really do hope you love it as much as I do. I think it's spectacular. I love the shine on the background pour and the stunning effect of the sunflowers, particularly the centre of the sunflowers with the crushed glass. Thank you so much for joining me on this Colour Art event. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and a big massive thank you to Leslie for organising this wonderful event and inviting us all to it.
It's been a real pleasure to be part of it, and thank you to all my fellow artist contributors and collaborators for making it such a fun event. And don't forget to enter the individual channel competitions as well as the grand competition of winning $400 spending spree on the amazing Colour Art products that you saw in this video. More details can be found in my description box below. You can also use my discount code to get another 20% off, and that is Taslima 523. That's all lowercase on one word, TASLIMA 523.
If you missed anyone before me, please do go back and check, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care of yourselves.